Welcome to another episode of the Courtside Podcast. Today we have a very special guest, a legend of courtside basketball, one of the best young players in the league, and one of the most entertaining players to ever step foot at courtside basketball. Everybody welcome Lester Say Less Ulloa.
Thanks for having me.
Man, Les, there's a lot to talk about. You recently had a surgery, which kept you out for this season, for season 14. You've been missed this season, for sure. For those of you that don't know Les, which should be very few because everybody should know you, this man is the most entertaining player, okay, at courtside, not only with the way he plays, but the way he acts, all right? Les, we've missed you this season.
I appreciate it.
That's number one. I want to get into the start, a little bit about your injury. What exactly happened? What do you have surgery on? And what's the timetable for your return?
So I had toe surgery on both of my feet, on
Okay.
my toes. The hammer toe was like a bit crooked and bent. It's like a claw hammer toe, but whatever. It's the same thing. So I had surgery on nearly all my toes, like all 10 toes pretty much. And the timetable so far, tomorrow's going to be 10 weeks. 10 weeks since the surgery happened. And I've been doing PT, which is really fun. I like it. And I've been working again. So that's the big step for me to get to being back to this court. Yeah.
And what's the timetable for you to be able to return? Did your PT or doctor tell you an exact date?
Probably like July, early July.
So you are cleared to be able to play this upcoming season, season 15.
I should be cleared. Yeah.
Okay.
I should
How's your surgery been? Has it been painful? Have you been? What's the process been like? Have you been in high spirits, sad? What's the deal? What's going on with you?
At first, I was in a bad spirit because it was very painful when I got out of the hospital bed. It took a while for me to get up and like just slowly but surely using the walker, and it was just I couldn't even move pretty much. I had to use like a wheelchair to get into the car and then go back home, so it was just a bad time for me. But in like 2 weeks later, I started walking little by little, baby steps, as you may call. And yeah.
It's a process.
It's a process.
I mean, you look great now. Anyone that sees you wouldn't even think that you just had surgery. So, one thing about you, man, you got the toughness to be able to bounce back. We're excited to hear that you're very, very close to coming back on the court. Like I said, you were missed by everybody here around courtside. So I'm glad that you're back healthy.
Appreciate
this is something where this injury shouldn't occur again, correct?
Well, it's not really an injury because growing up, I had the discomfort. So it was around this time in June, but like way back then, maybe 2012. And I had the surgery on both feet, but everything was aligned. But everything in the same time was still bent. So growing up, I had my toes still bent like this. So this year, I had to do the surgery again because I couldn't handle the discomfort, man. I could not handle this.
So this whole time that you've been playing at courtside, you were playing like that?
Exactly.
So
I just didn't want to tell anybody.
Imagine what you're going to do now that your toes are completely straight and back to normal.
It's going to be a different story. Watch.
Man, we're excited for the comeback.
Comeback player of the year coming up.
So
season 15, 16, we'll see what happens.
So to our understanding, and you could clear up any type of confusion here, but to our understanding, this season you were going to be cleared, whether it was to start the season or midway or whatever the case may be. You were originally going to play for City Boys, which is a team that you played for before your injury, before your surgery.
Yes.
Okay. I've heard rumors that something happened between you and City Boys where are you thrown off the team, or what's the situation, if you could explain and just...
So pretty much they kicked me out of the team today, or yesterday rather. Well, one of their teammates, which is now my ex-teammate, J-Flex, he kicked me off the team because of something that happened a couple months ago. It was from something that they kicked me off the chat too many times, and then I called them city girls, and then like... that I just posted to you guys on Instagram. I don't know if you remember that, but I took the post down. And then a week later, ahead of time, I just like apologized to everybody from the team. Everybody was cool. But then I don't know why they brought that up like right now again. Like
So there's been some internal beef going on between you and them in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, is the City Boys captain aware of what's happening, or who's the one that took you out of the chat and off the team?
Well, according to my teammate, my ex-teammate, the GM Mikey, he told Jay to tell me about it, which at first I did not believe at all. I didn't believe anything. But as soon as the other GM came to step up, he told me the situation. I'm like, kind of like, okay, I kind of understand it now. But originally, I didn't understand anything.
What led to the initial beef that you started getting thrown out the chat, which led to you calling them the City Girls instead of City Boys? What led to that? Why were you getting thrown out of the chat?
I don't know. That's a very good question. Maybe because they say I take things too far. I just say, oh, this and that. I say bad things, which I barely do. I'm a nice guy. Not trying to be cocky, but, you know.
So they have officially taken you off the roster.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, does this mean you're a free agent for this season?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Sadly, I'm a free agent.
So is City Boys a team that you want to continue to play for, or is it a team where you're like, I don't even want to play or be a part of that organization?
Next question.
Like that.
Next question.
You feel that upset about the situation? Because I remember season 13 when you played with them. I remember you saying, because you've played for a lot of different teams since you started off at Courtside. I remember at that point you were like, City Boys is a team that I'm going to play in for as long as we're together. Like, this is a team I want to play for long term.
Right.
That's why it was a little bit shocking when you sent us a DM and when we heard rumors around the league that you were no longer going to be playing for City Boys. That's why we were a little bit shocked, because we didn't know what happened, how you were able to change your mind so quickly.
Well, they said they're not going to change their mind, which is a sad part. As a matter of fact, they replaced me with Boogie. He's a really good player, but I should be still on the team by season 15 or 16.
Wow. So
he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player. Shout out to Boogie.
Who do you have beef with? Who do you want to get revenge on the City Boys roster if you were to be matched up? Let's say
everybody from City Boys. Everybody. I don't care if they're nice people. Everybody.
So you refer to them as the City Boys?
Next question.
Okay. So Lester Ulloa, say less, the Courtside legend, is a free agent.
Yes, sir. I'm a free agent. Say less. Are you dumb?
You want to...
Sally. The new Sally, by the way.
You want to bring the sound out? One more time for the people that maybe have... Listen, man. GMs out there. C-League. Free agent. Rec. Free agent. But we want to see this guy back in C-League. You could shoot the 3-ball. You have your famous shot, and before it goes in, you turn around.
Steph Curry shots.
Yeah. You got the athleticism. You could play D. You're known to have some big-time blocks in this league. Any C-League free agent, you're looking for a player that could play all positions, that are going to bring that electrifying style of play. Say less is a free agent, man. This will be a great pickup.
I'm the one for you guys.
Is there a team specifically that maybe you're looking at where you're like, okay, this is an organization I want to join, maybe somebody you know, or you're open to play with anyone? What's your situation right now?
Honestly, I'm not trying to talk about that right now. I just want to get back into shape. I want to get back in the rhythm, and I want to get back into recovering, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, so you're still in recovery mode right now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Les, what do you miss most about being away from Courtside?
I just miss everything, like from the turnaround threes to the celebrations to being cool with almost everybody in the league, and I just miss the atmosphere here, man.
Do you have a message for anybody at Courtside that may, miss you or wondering what's up with you, why you haven't been in attendance or what?
I'll be back soon. Say less.
Okay. Les, I got 3 questions for you, okay? Number 1, the 3, and it doesn't need to be the best. It could just be your favorite. 3 favorite teammates you've had since playing at Courtside. And I could give you some time to think about it, but you need to answer. Ooh. 3 favorite teammates that you've played with any season, any team at Courtside.
It is not in order, okay?
Not in order.
Not in order. But one of my favorite players that I played with in Courtside, I used to play with him at Cozy Buckets, Eddie Buckets. Shout out to Eddie Buckets, by the way.
Eddie Buckets was your
Easy
teammate.
Money 80.
Yes, sir. Cozy Buckets, man.
And
That
Demon
was
Time. And Demon Time. But
oh, you played with him at yes.
Yes,
But you
yes.
got the ring.
Mm-hmm.
You got the ring.
I don't know why
Respect
people
on that.
said I didn't deserve it. I was part of the roster, and I scored a little bit of points. It doesn't even matter. I just won.
But you were part of the team. So you were on the roster. You were part of the team. You were at the game. So you got your ring. Don't let the haters get to you.
Yeah.
You're a champion at courtside. So Eddie Buckets is your first one. Not in order. Two more. Who you got?
Ooh, two more. Okay. So, Ice Dre, he's a point guard.
Ice
I like
Dre.
Ice Dre. I like his game.
Shout out to Ice Dre. You played with him on the Ice Dre team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the problem, though, which it's not his fault, whatever. I wasn't playing a lot for the team in the last season I was with him. So that kind of got me a little upset. But I still
But you started off getting a lot of minutes for them. I think you were a
Yeah,
starter.
yeah.
So second season is when you kind of
Yeah.
went downhill.
went downhill and I kind of like fell off in the middle of the rotation. And like I decided I wanted out from that team.
But you still got love for him.
Yeah, of course.
Ice Dre. Who else you got? 3. You got to answer them. You need one more.
Ooh, okay. This might be a tough one. There's a lot of great players here at courtside. There's a lot to think about. Do you have any hints for me? Because I have a lot in mind.
Okay. You played for Los Lentos?
No, I never played for Los Angeles.
Sorry. You played for Los Primos.
Yes.
Los Primos. You played for Cozy Buckets.
Mhm.
You played for Demon Time.
Yeah, Demon Time I played with
City
reserve,
Boys.
Reserve, sorry.
City Boys. Who else did you play with?
Oh, okay. So one of my favorite teammates ever in courtside from the City Boys, Pat.
Pat.
He reminds me of Patrick Beverly with an Amon Shumpert haircut. He's
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's
Lockdown
really
defender.
good. Lockdown
Gets
defender.
low
and
in
can
his
shoot the
stance.
shot. He gets low. He's like, yeah.
So Pat,
Pat from City Boys. Shout out
Eddie
to him.
Buckets, and Ice Dre.
Mhm.
Okay, I like that. 3. I said I had 3 questions for you. I gave you one. The second one. The 3 toughest players, doesn't need to be in order, toughest players that you have had to guard at courtside.
Well, definitely Courtside Dirk. He's really good. Shout out to Courtside Dirk, by the way.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Courtside Dirk. I played against him because I remember I was playing for Himi Neutron at the time. This was like, I think, season 12, season 11, whatever. And I remember that same game, I had 9 threes against him. 9 threes. That's actually my career high for threes at courtside. I think I had like 34 or something. They were starting off hot, but then eventually we came back. But they started coming back to the groove, and they won the game against us.
So that's one. Courtside
Yeah,
Dirk,
yeah.
OG at courtside, one of the leading scorers in courtside
Yes.
history. Who else you got? 2 more tough players you've had to guard at courtside.
That's a very good question. Let me think about it for 1 minute. Maybe
All right.
2 minutes. I don't know.
How many minutes do you need?
3 minutes?
3 minutes. All right. You went from 1 to 2 to 3.
Maybe.
All right.
maybe
Your
3 minutes.
3 favorite players to watch at courtside. Maybe you've never played against them, but it's 3 guys you love watching play.
Well, one of the reasons I started joining courtside was because of Mike Blanco, Team PR, I think, or Team Music, whatever.
Both.
Yeah, both. Oh, okay, even better. Shout out to you, Mike Blanco.
He's the one that brought you here to courtside.
Yeah, he brought me here back in courtside.
So
I
you
always
love
have
watching-
from him. I always have nothing but respect. Everything's looking good, and I hope he does well in his upcoming times here at courtside.
Who else you got? I need 2 more players. Eddie
He's funny,
Buckets.
Eddie.
Easy
That's
one.
another one.
Who else you got? One more.
I don't know. You have to give me some hints. I'll think about it while you give me the hints.
We got Pat Smith. We got our producer, Pablito. Okay.
He's one of the greatest shooters I ever had to face, so he counts as one of the best shooters I ever had to face. By the
So that's probably one of the toughest players you have to guard. You got all the guys. Listen, we can start with the guys from Braddock, which, by the way, if you don't know this man right here was prom
Ooh.
king.
I was
his
prom
senior
king.
year at Braddock. What year?
2019.
2019 prom king of Braddock, one of the biggest public high schools here in Miami-Dade County. We told you this man's a legend. Here he is in the flesh. What do you got in there? Vodka?
Water.
Oh, water.
Sorry, I had to drink my water from work. I had work, but I finished early because there was not a lot to do, and
Where do you work?
I had nothing bun cakes right here.
Kendall?
Mm-hmm. Kendall.
What do you do there?
So
You're the one that makes the cakes?
no, I passed the bakers some items, and then I do the dishwashing at the job for the most part, and
You're a humble man.
I am a humble man. No cockiness, by the way, like I said. And I take out the trash, and I pretty much do basically everything but frost and bake. Other than that, I can do pretty much anything.
How old are you?
I'm 22, turning 23 this month in exactly 2 weeks. Today is the 13th of June. I'm going to be turning 23 in June 27. I'm a Cancer boy. Let's freaking go.
Remember, you can't curse on this podcast.
As a
So
freaking-
I know you were about to say it, and then you stopped yourself. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Now, we've seen on Instagram, and if you don't want to get into your personal life, I completely understand that. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. But we saw you with a female, and we know you're a ladies' man. We've seen you with different women. What's going on? Are you in a relationship?
I don't want to get into that, but I'm talking to somebody. I'm just not going to say their name right now.
We don't need their name. We don't need any information. But there's going to be ladies that are going to watch this podcast. They're going to wonder, is this man single?
Technically, yes. Yes.
Or are you
Say-
single?
Yes. Technically, because I am talking to somebody, but technically, yes.
So it's not official, but you're talking to somebody that you like.
Mm-hmm. I met them at Facebook dating, and it's a free thing. If you guys didn't know,
Facebook dating.
yes, Facebook dating is like Tinder but free. You don't have to pay for anything. There are some restrictions, but it's completely free. You don't have to pay for any subscriptions.
This podcast is sponsored by Facebook dating.
Okay.
Do that laugh again. I'm just curious on your bio of Facebook dating. What do you?
So I have. Okay, let me pull it up on my phone right now. Can
Oh.
I? Okay.
All right, so we were talking about Facebook dating, okay? So like we said, this podcast episode is unofficially sponsored by Facebook dating. This man is on Facebook dating. He met a girl. You guys are talking now, okay? My question was, a man like you with so many talents and so many positive traits, what do you even put in a bio in your
Oh, yeah.
Facebook dating?
Put that up right now. Let me pull it up.
All right.
If you can. If you let me.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I'll have to reinstall the app. Damn it.
Just maybe you could just tell me off the top of your head.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Why'd
I
you
have-
delete it?
I don't know, because as soon as I have her number too now, so
Oh, okay. You
There's
got
no
what you
point in
wanted.
having-
You got what you
Yeah,
needed.
yeah.
All right.
I don't think there's no point in using Facebook dating for me for now until I don't know something happens. But hopefully good things happen. So to answer your question, I do have emojis, the basketball, the racing car thing, and then the video games thing, right? Because I love playing video games. I stream on TikTok. Add me on TikTok, and yes, I did change my username to Lester Say Less Uyoa, and my Instagram too. I want to start a new chapter in my life with my social media. So
Do you
give me a
stream
follow.
live on Twitch?
no TikTok.
TikTok?
Yes.
Oh, there's a live stream as well where you put
Yes.
yourself gaming?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have looking for a long-term relationship in Facebook dating, and I do have FIU whatever, and then that's pretty much it.
So you're ready to settle down.
Yes.
All right, man. Look, I obviously hope that it goes well with the girl that you're talking
Thank
to.
you.
But like I said, that's just something I want to ask because you'll be surprised how many DMs we get of single women asking what your status is. So you heard he's just talking. Nothing official yet. So ladies, shoot your shot. This is a 23. 22 about
to be
turn
23.
23.
About to be 23.
Full-time job, athlete, as you could tell when he picked up his mom's call. He
student
loves
at
his mom.
FIU.
Student athlete. So you currently attend FIU?
Yes. And for those who do not know, I have this pin on my Instagram, but I did win the 2022 FIU Hoopla 3-point contest.
That was big time.
That was big time.
On the
I
outdoor courts.
still
that-
have the video.
Yeah, that video, man, is legendary. You went off. You hit what, like 3-4 in a row?
Five
Five in a
Pretty
row,
much
but
4 or
like to
5.
win it.
Yeah. So the first round, I wasn't starting off strong because I had like an air ball and then I just missed a little bit. But then I started. This is my right hand, by the way. This is my shooting hand. I started using my shot as rhythm, and then I started making everything.
Yeah, you
The
put on
second
a
round,
show.
I took off, man.
And you turned around on one.
I turned around and blew like a little kiss to the team. No Diddy. It's for them. Dedicated to the FIU basketball team because they're like one of my supporters too. I have an FIU player who actually follows me, Rito. Shout out to Rito.
So how's your experience been at FIU?
It's been amazing, man. But right now I'm taking online classes because of my recovery from surgery and all that.
What are you studying?
I'm studying information technology, and I'm graduating possibly in the fall of this year.
What are you trying to do?
I want to be a software engineer when I grow up. If not, I don't even know what to do, man.
I think you're grown up,
Yeah. I'm 22, like I said.
turning 23. When do you consider yourself a grown up?
Maybe like when I'm turning like 25 or above.
Okay, I like that. You also are known for having a passion for car racing,
Yes.
NASCAR racing,
Formula One.
Formula One. Okay, you have the whole setup at your house with the whole.
Yes. And
It
I
actually
recently,
looks like you're in a race car.
Yeah. And I recently do have the Elgato Stream Deck. So it's like a shortcut button. You press a button, it does this for you. It's really cool. Like, for example, if you want to start a stream, you just press on the button, like for TikTok, for example, and like you start the stream.
What are some of your goals going forward with courtside? You know, you're accomplished in terms of you've won a championship already. Okay, your highlight reel could go on for minutes and minutes. Right, you've established yourself as one of the up and coming young players in this league. Okay, you've made a ton of friends. You've accomplished a lot in a short period. What are some things that you're looking as you look forward in your career at courtside? What are some things you want to
That's
accomplish?
a very good question. I have a very good answer for you. I want Nesquik, the CEO of Nesquik, to come here and then sponsor courtside players. I might be one of them.
So your goal is to become a sponsored player by Nesquik, but obviously it could be any type of big time company that
Yeah.
comes in and sponsors you.
Mhm.
What I think would be extremely entertaining, because there's people that watch this or know you that want to know more about you and your story. We filmed one A Day in the Life episode that's on YouTube.
It's the Say Less documentary.
The Say Less documentary, yes.
Mhm.
An episode where we'll be able to follow you and your progression on your comeback and your season coming forward. I think will be something cool, man, and something entertaining.
Absolutely. I really want the rebound documentary to happen, because for my toe surgery, I want to rebound, like recover, and then be a comeback player of the year eventually.
That'll be big time. Before we let you go, and first of all, thank you for coming back. It's great to see your presence here at Courtside. Before we let you go, you've been known, and you've come on this podcast before, the OG podcast that we had before. You've been known to freestyle.
I'm not the best freestyler. Bisabuelo, te adoro. It's singing. It's not freestyling. I don't know if...
Is your song on Apple Music?
It's on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, and yeah, pretty much it.
What's the name of your song? How could I find it?
So, okay, so you go to... Let me type it for you. I like your phone case, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm. Save...
So you're on Apple Music.
and Spotify.
That's big
'cause
time.
I recently made the switch to Spotify because not a lot of people use Apple Music anymore. I'm sorry to tell you that. But
It's a
yeah,
lie.
I made the switch right here. Play whatever song. Play Never
I like,
Give Up.
I like this song.
Why?
No. I like the one of Enrique.
It reminds me of Pepas for some reason.
Oh, beat goes hard. It's here. Feel free to sing along. I love this song. Same beat as Pepa.
It's Spanish. For those who do not know, it's Spanish.
And that song is dedicated to your great grandfather that passed away.
In 2020, yeah.
That made a huge impact on your life.
Yeah.
Listen, Say Less. Maybe the camera could see it. Go on Apple Music, type in Say Less. Can I play one more for you?
Yes, you may.
I love this one. Sometimes when I'm getting ready for the
Oh, I
game
like
or
that song
going to
too.
a
That
game,
song is good too.
I play this.
Okay.
In a world where dreams can shatter, every step in the field like a battle. I wear scars from the past, mine, but still
love
I
this one.
rise till I see the light. Make the stars to fade away as
Motivation finds its way. Harnessing the power within. I won't give up. This fight I want thanks to God. I've been rising above with strength untamed. I've been pushing limits and never be tame. In this melody you find the trust. Together we'll rise and never give up. This is my favorite part right here. Just hear it.
You got the vocals too.
I will never give up. That was me singing that part.
got the vocals.
Pablito, you like that, right?
You gotta add it. You gotta add the noise to this.
I will never give up.
Yeah. Yo. Hey, I gotta give you credit, man. These songs are big time. Big time. So you got Never Give Up. You got Enrique. You got Family.
Play Family. That's a good song.
All right, let's
too.
play a little bit of Family.
Yeah.
And will you hit us with one freestyle before you leave?
I'm not a freestyle like that anymore. Please. I don't have the time for that right now. I'm sorry. I wish I could freestyle if I had like all the flows, but like I lost all of it. Ever since I entered college. Yeah. I'm just a good singer now. I don't know why. I have to come up with something, but it takes time.
How do you write these songs?
I just write them in my phone and it just send it through an email to my PC and it just
So you do this in a studio? How do you
yeah on my gaming setup. You know what I mean. My people are family. From the bright side to the 305, we are all family. To the day we die, now we multiply. Thank you. Never heard it? Play the whole thing.
They are all my fans.
Roots of all the love, people on my heart, baby ones that fall apart. Sitting by the fire, memories all leave. Oh. I messed up on that one. Damn it.
Life is very hard, but we stick together.
No matter what, we are family. When I wake up in the morning, there's a love that fills my heart. They're the ones closest to me. That's my family. We may not agree every single time, but my family is none of the doubt. Without any doubt.
Together and forever, we will never be apart.
Yo, that song goes hard, Les. Yeah, I like it a lot, man. So you got Family, Enrique, Never Give Up. Yo, you're on the come up. A man of many talents, a man of many skills, but we need to see you back on
And
the
I gritty
basketball
too.
court.
And I can hit the gritty.
You can hit the gritty as
Yes.
well? Yeah.
You want me to do it right now?
I mean, I don't know. Is there space here? Go ahead. You could do it, but it needs to be in this spot right here.
There you go. Shall
I
the
hope
people
that
who do the gritty.
I hope that now the people, when you had the introduction and we called you a legend, I hope they see why you're a legend, right?
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Before we let you go, okay? You talked about the city boys, okay? I know because I came back from an ACL surgery that I had a couple years back, and when you're going through rehab process and part of your competitive juices start flowing, and you start thinking about maybe some haters, maybe some people that, and it doesn't have to be like violent off the court, but on the court where you're like, I need to get back. I need to compete. Maybe you see them on Instagram through the stories, and that time off could be sometimes a dark time. But as a competitor like you are, is there anybody that you can think of, that know of, besides City Boys, where you want that revenge, or that you're going to go after their neck when you're back on that court?
I mean, they're not in courtside anymore, but it's Firestone, man. Firestone. Yeah. They recently started talking shit to me again. They wanted me to repost something on their story. I'm like, no, I'm on your team.
So if the chance comes, you want to go, because I know you already beat Jaden in one-on-one in
I
All-Star
beat him
Weekend.
11 zip. And he's like, they're like, congratulations, you beat a player who's like smaller than you, and he's the worst player, this and that. Yeah. So many excuses, man. Just let it go and move on.
So you want the smoke.
Yeah.
Anyone on Firestone, anyone on
Respectfully,
City
I
Boys.
want everybody on Firestone with all the smoke.
Lester Ulloa, thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you next season. As we said, free agent. Hit him up.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Courtside Podcast.
Oh, the new Sally, before I go. It's called the money sleeve.
There you have it.